When it comes to what I do, being into tech and reviews and everything else, we love nothing more than getting questions from people. So somebody asked me what I think of Apple TV. I think it's terrific. First thing you can see is it's real small. Right, fits in the palm of your hand. Right, takes up a very little space, no footprint in your home theater. Here are the connections we have on the back. We have power. That's built into it. No big power brick. Goes right from here to the wall. We have an HDMI port, a mini USB port, optical for audio, and a network jack. You must go HDMI out of this device. You can't do RGB or anything else anymore, as you can see. Optical audio is optional. I use HDMI for everything. HDMI comes out of here and goes into my receiver, which is all HD, so I only have one cable from there. So I don't use the optical audio for anything, and I actually don't even use my LAN jack on here. Okay, this also has built-in wireless. So just by plugging it in, giving it power, you can immediately connect to your Wi-Fi network. Let's go ahead and jump and see exactly how it works on the TV. I'll show you in a second. So here's your main menu screen. You got some settings about screensaver, general, connecting to your network, AirPlay, which will be active this month, which computers you're connected to, or you can just go ahead and put it to sleep. Let's go ahead and jump around for a minute. Movies. This is everything in the iTunes stores. You can search by top movies, genres. You can search or find movies that are in theaters. So we go to top movies. That's what you see up here. Let's say you wanted to go ahead and watch Predators, or something I might actually watch, Iron Man 2, for example. Comes up with some information about it. Gives you the price to rent it in HD. It's got a preview so you can see like a trailer for it. Wish list, something that you may want to get at some point. You go to more, and it basically gives you a review, a Rotten Tomatoes view, customers from iTunes reviews, as well as information about all the actors in it. Robert Downey, for example. Okay. Let's back up one. Okay. From here, we can go to TV shows. Same thing, all within the iTunes store. Grey's Anatomy, popular show. This is everything from season 7. You can go in and rent them individually. They're 99 cents per episode. If you get into it, you can go to other seasons and start watching seasons 1 through 6. All within iTunes. The internet. So rather than going through iTunes, you can watch anything that's on Netflix. You have a Netflix account. You put in your credentials. And right from here, immediately you can watch everything that Netflix has as a part of its streaming instant watch library. YouTube, no more do you have to be crowded around an iPhone, an iPad, or your laptop to share goofy videos with your friends. You can watch them all here. If you subscribe to any podcast on iTunes, it's there. If you have a Mobile Me account, if you have a Flickr account, you can view your photos. Radio is interesting. It gives it to you first by genre. And from within genre, or categories they call it, now we have a ton of stations, as you can see. It's actually almost too many stations because, frankly, I don't know the difference between the two 97.1s, or the Eagle, the Fox, or the other Eagle. So there's just a ton of stations on there. It's almost too much to sift through, but you certainly have a wide variety. I tend to use Netflix and YouTube quite a bit. They're very convenient. I know you can do Netflix and YouTube from a PS3, for example, or an Xbox, but this is very convenient because all your TV and movie watching is all in one place. Now, the thing about these two, $4.99 and 99 cents, they're 24 hours. From the minute you download anything in TV shows or movies, you have 30 days to watch it. From when you start watching it, you have 24 hours to finish watching it, or it goes away. Let's say there's some movies that you absolutely love, and you've downloaded them. You can go ahead and go to computers, which I don't currently have home sharing turned on. Okay, I've been revamping my network and waiting for AirPlay. But if you had one shared, you go to computers, it pops up right down below where the movie list was before, and from there, anything that's on your computer, you can go ahead and watch. So rather than renting one through here, there are some movies that you can purchase and download within iTunes. Save them forever, and then go ahead and you can watch them here. Okay? This is pretty much the long and short of how it works. The search function is a little bit clunky. If you wanted to search for something, you'd have to go through and use your remote and bounce around and that narrows it down. Click, 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 space, and then continue on. It's a little bit of a pain, but it's doable. Unless you have an iPhone or an iPad, and I'm going to talk to you about remote functionality here in just a minute. Alright, so 3 things. This is the remote that they give you with this. Okay, it looks very reminiscent of a small iPod. Alright, or I guess these days a large iPod. But we have our menu, play, pause, and a wheel. This is not a wheel that you can touch. This just clicks in different directions. Okay, and the middle button also clicks. Very, very simple. That's what I was using before to move around. Just left, right, up and down, around on the keyboard, trying to search for something. Not the greatest thing, but this is what they give you, so it works. If you have an iPhone, you use your remote app. From within that remote app, you just go ahead and connect to a library the way you connect to an iTunes library. And from within here, you have all the computers connected to, so I can control it. Just by swiping, I can move around inside of Apple TV. If I get to a point where I can search for something, there's a keyboard that I can bring up, and that will allow me to just type on my iPhone. Of course, it would not be complete without the iPad app. Okay? The iPad app gives you very same functionality. It's in a larger format, of course. It's much easier to gesture on the iPad because of the screen real estate. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit how this works. Alright, so you can see here, as I drag my finger across and swipe on my phone, I'm moving within Apple TV. Very, very simple, very responsive. All the way up to the top. Select new movies that way. You can simply tap your screen. Let's try search. Tap. That comes up. And I want to type and look for Iron Man. Sure enough, there it is. Okay, hide my keyboard and go over. Tap to select. And we're right back there. Very, very simple. The iPad works exactly the same way. The iPhone is almost a little bit too responsive at times simply because the small screen means you have to get all the way across in a small window, which makes it move very, very quickly. It's like adjusting the sensitivity on your mouse. The iPad actually does work quite a bit better. Typing on the keyboard, of course, is better. But either way, they both work really well. I'm a big supporter of Apple TV. I use it all the time. I pretty much do most of my watching on this now, especially with the ability to have the internet here. Netflix and YouTube right at your fingertips really gives you tremendous ability on this thing. $99, one-time fee. You buy the device, and then you only pay per use on any one of these movies. So they all come in HD, 1080p. So the Karate Kid, for example, $4.99, 1080p here in your living room right now. You can watch it for 24 hours. Compared to going to Blockbuster for I don't even know how much they cost these days. You gotta go, you gotta get it, you gotta bring it back. All right? And what are Blu-ray movies cost at Blockbuster these days? I don't even really know. All right? Or you download it now, you've got 30 days to watch it. It's sitting here until you're ready. All right? So it's really great. The fact that you can't store movies is totally fine. Most people have movies on their computer, and like we showed you before, like I explained to you before, you can go over here to computers and share what you want out from your computer, multiple computers, and in just a couple of weeks you'll be able to stream right from an iPhone or an iPad directly to Apple TV without even having it on your computer. So the usability is increasing, the feature set's increasing, and this is going to be a terrific product, even more so than it is now. I totally support it. I've had no problems with it. I think it's a great thing. So go ahead and check it out. Leave me any comments. We'll talk to you soon.